In Iowa, you can shop Stix galleries in West Des Moines and the East Village, or from anywhere at Stix.com. The Stix website is designed by Web Studios, and one of its creators is our next featured entrepreneur. Gabriel Glynn sees a problem and creates a solution. That's what he did with one of his first business ventures, asset protection specialists. Glynn says insurance agents told him that they were advising home and business owners to inventory their belongings. So Glynn created a website to help them do just that. He sold the company in 2011. For Glynn's next project, he teamed up with a group of architects/web designers, helping the Ankeny business transition from building websites on the side to doing it full-time and adding software and mobile app design. Here's more on Web Studios.
The story of Web is a little unique. It started out of an architecture firm here in Ankeny. My business partners, Brett and Greg, worked at the architecture firm, and they both kind of had these side businesses of web. They kind of made it this architecture firm / a web studio, and after a while, as it continued to grow, they decided maybe we take the web studio and kind of make it its own thing. So they took the / a web studio and became /web studios. Privacy is a little hard to find here at our studio. We don't have the traditional cube setup or office setup. We've got a collaborative area. Our entire team works within that area. We've got separate desks for everybody, and that gives us the ability to create, work pods if we need to, or shuffle people around if we've got a new project that comes in and it requires the skill set of 3 different people, and we know they're going to be working on that pretty heavily for the next few months. We might, organize them together. And then we also, about once a quarter, we like to shut our operation down for a couple of days. Bring the team in, and we do kind of just I guess a hackathon where we pitch ideas out there over lunch one day, and we pick one idea that everybody wants to build on, and then we spend the next few days here at the studio building that idea out and trying to rapid prototype and launch something as quickly as possible. So we've done that a couple of times here. We've learned a lot about our team through that process too. One of our guys we found out is a cartoonist, so he's able to do a lot of the cartoon graphics and stuff for this bunny game. We had no idea he had that talent. Another person here, her husband does jingles and audio and created some of the music and stuff, music background for the video game. So just really, really cool, unique talents that kind of come out of that process that we wouldn't know without doing something like that. I think something to be said about being a small business is that you have to be agile, you have to be willing to change and adapt. So I think, being nimble is certainly something that's important from a small business standpoint, and not that you don't need to have goals, and not that you don't want to be looking far enough out, but also understand that, along the way there are going to be many things that happen, whether environmental or personal, within your industry, that might make you change course. Let your customers help dictate your plan, and oftentimes we find new opportunities, new areas, and new businesses to spring out of conversations that we're having with our customers. And so actually listening to them has provided us a lot more opportunities than just taking a project in and getting it done. Success to me was the day that I was able to walk up on the balcony and look down. One of my business partners is at my side. We looked down and we saw a group of our team working on a project over here, having a conversation with each other. Another couple of members of our team were huddled around a computer working on something there. Another team member was on the phone talking with the customer, and we kind of realized at this point, we're there, we've got the people, we've put the pieces in place, we've given them the tools to succeed, the environment to succeed, and the knowledge that we can impart on them. And from there, it's now our opportunity to learn from them. It's our opportunity to continue to feed them as much as we possibly can and get as much back from a knowledge standpoint as possible. I think to me that was just like a really truly successful moment.
When Gabe described his company /web, he kind of reminded me of an old soul. Now what I mean by that is that he's young enough where he really understands technology, but he also has a very good deal of wisdom and knowledge that he's kind of like a seasoned manager. The point being made is this right here, is that in today's world, in order to be successful in business, you have to be able to understand your products, know your products and services. That's very important. But you also have to know how to manage your business operation. And these are 2 separate things, but you must know both of them to make this thing work as one. Another thing that he talked about was that he wants to make sure that technology is used as a tool. He wants to be able to customize technology for his clients and to make the company work more efficiently and also enhance its services. Now, in today's world, for some reason, a lot of companies want to focus on technology. Now they become technology experts, and that's the danger, is that you're not a technology expert. What you should focus on is that you need to focus on your customers and also your products and your services, and allow technologies to be kind of like a conduit of how you operate your business right there. And I think /WayUp does a good job of that, of making technology very seamless to the customer. And they're adapting that technology to meet the needs of their customers and enhance their efficiency. You know, one of the things that /WayUp does is that they take advantage of bringing the team together with diverse skill sets, where you don't want everyone to have the same knowledge of technology. You want someone to come in and bring some kind of experience, whether it's marketing, whether it's accounting, or another area of technology. For example, I remember when my wife and we had our first company, and one of the things that she wanted to do, and we're talking about diverse skill sets here, one of the things that she wanted to do was that she wanted to have a newsletter. Now me, I thought the focus should be more on them focusing on the company productivity, and also we pay them a good wage and they should focus on that. Well, after a while she said that, well, I'm going to do this, and I said that, great. So she implemented this, and within 3 or 4 months our productivity went up 20%. So what I mean by diverse skill sets is that I'm thinking that money is the main focus of our employees. She's looking at it from a different perspective, meaning that people want to be appreciated. They want to be recognized for some of the things they're doing in business. Something else that Gabe talked about was changing and adapting to customer needs and trends. I think that when you have a product and services, you have to adapt to the trends that are happening, and they're happening all the time. Otherwise, you become very stagnant, and competition will surpass you. A case in point is that you think about Blockbuster, Kodak, AOL. So you have to adapt to the technology trends that are happening in the marketplace. Otherwise, you will be left behind.
Glenn says it was a meeting with 2 of his DMACC instructors several years ago that helped him realize that starting a business doesn't always take a lot of money. To be successful, it takes a great idea and some hard work.